headphones on, cycling along. Suddenly...
Right, okay, I'm gonna stop you now. If a cyclist overtakes her, and it's going really fast and it's sort of hunched over, but it's got, like, lots of cycling gear on and a helmet and goggles, and they can't tell what it is, but they just know it's like a little hairy fella who hasn't bothered shaving his legs, which is weird, isn't it? Because cyclists usually shave their legs, and this bloke had really hairy legs. But and it won. They gave it the medal. It won 3 years running. They gave it the key to the city. It had its own game show, and then someone said, "Hold on, though, this fella's all hunched over, and he's only 3'5", and his arms are longer than his body. It's a chimp. If it goes anywhere near that, we're never doing it again."
More monkey news next week.
She's cycling
So
along.
anyway, she's cycling along, right? And, this tricycle...
I couldn't predict that.
There's always one element you can never anticipate.
Yeah. Got a kiddie's tricycle with a little kid on it, little hairy kid with a helmet. Okay, just go on then.
The tricycle comes
Whizzing past, yeah.
him.
Strong legs, didn't they, chimps?
So she's thinking that's... But didn't get a chance to see the thing.
Oh yeah, couldn't quite see the cyclist. Oh God! You bald mank git. Go on. Yeah, research scientist Carl Pilkington.
So anyway, she gets to the end line, right? And they got talking. That said it was a nice day, nice race, and all that. He said, "Did you see a little thing on a tricycle?"
Thing? Well, well, a person, surely, just a human. Did you see that? No. Did you see that bloke on the tricycle?
So anyway, turns out...
Tricycle.
Yeah. Well, what did you say? Thing? Was no? There's no suspicious. I mean, what did you say? Did you see that fella on a tricycle?
Anyway, so it turns out
Go on.
it was a chimp.
You're joking!
Right.
Well, Christ almighty, there you go. Unbelievable, and it was a chimp all along.
So anyway, right, so the woman's like,
We're never doing this again.
checking out the news, right? There's nothing on it. She checks out XFM Monkey News.
Right, okay, I'm gonna
I
stop you
don't
there
mention
again. Right? If it turns out she doesn't lose, right, and the circus goes, "We're looking for our chimp, it used to ride this tricycle, and it escaped with police chasing it."
No. So she listened to XFM, see if I'd picked up on the story.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't have it and stuff. So she got in touch with the organisers of the London to Brighton bike ride, said, "Look, saw a little hairy fella."
Why did she care?
Because she wanted to know, she thought it was a bit odd.
Well,
Turns
why-
out it was a chimp. They weren't happy about it. Of
course not.
Because now the owner of the chimp wants to enter it into the Tour de France.
No! Oh God! I'm gonna die! Oh God!
In 2005.
Now, a couple of questions. I trust you'll be able to answer these.
Go on.
Oh God! Steve, help me out.
How did it get hold of the tricycle?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, no, that's fine. That's not an important point.
Look, that's important.
How
What's the
did
matter
it-
with you, Steve? He doesn't know that.
How did it know to... well, firstly, how did it know which way to cycle? But more importantly, how did it know there was a major bike ride on that day?
Just following the crowd, Steve. What's the matter with you?
The owner of it had trained it and stuff.
No, he hadn't.
It had already done the run beforehand, before the big day.
No, it hadn't.
Like I say, it wants to do the Tour de France in 2005.
No, it doesn't.
But there's something about animal rights. If they don't let it enter, they can kick up a bit of a fuss.
No! The animal rights is that it's cruel to make a chimp ride a bicycle.
Not if it
that
wants
it's
to.
prejudice that it'll go, is it because I is hairy? You idiot!
Right? So...
Wow, that is the worst. That is the worst one yet. Absolute twaddle. Absolute rubbish, Carl.
Have you got a tricycle?
Unbelievable. Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, you
Right. Now, it was back in the 1980s.
Right. So it is quite topical then. Right, okay. When did this happen then? 1980s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about a Colombian F1 sort of, Formula 1 driver.
Yeah.
Apparently these races were going on, right? And someone kept winning them.
Right, okay, forget it. Forget it. No, don't do it. It's 'cause it's rubbish. 'Cause it's rubbish.
Right, so someone kept winning the races.
So this human that kept winning the race. So this human being that kept winning the races, Carl, what was his name?
His name it's Jimmy something.
Yeah. How tall was he? Just out of interest. No, how tall
let's
was
hear
he?
the story, let's hear the story.
Was he about 4
You
foot 8?
might find out if I tell you the story. right?
Go on.
So anyway, he kept winning, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's brilliant. This guy, who is he?" and all that.
Yeah.
But his gimmick, right?
Was never showing his body or face.
That's right. Never
You're
took his
joking.
helmet off.
You're an idiot.
Never took his helmet off, right?
You know the short trousers he used to wear. His trousers were about a foot long, but his shirts, the sleeves were really long.
Anyway, right. So because he wouldn't take his helmet off, and
You're
he
an
was
idiot.
He was taking part in like the F3, which is like the lower ranks
Yeah.
of Formula One and
Just
that.
get to it. Just get to.
Everyone thought it was like a famous driver
Yeah.
who was taking
Just
part in that.
get to being a monkey. Then
Anyway,
we can
what
go
happened
home.
was there was a crash one day,
Yeah.
and the car tipped over. Everyone's like, "Oh."
He ran up a tree.
So,
They were suspecting when he ran away with the ambulance people up a tree and started eating a banana.
so the marshals ran over, and the ambulance people were there, and they
Yeah.
were about to take his helmet off, and the marshal was like, "Don't take his helmet off.
Give away the secret that he's a
Give
monkey.
away the secret." And that
Yeah, chimp. Yeah.
took his helmet off.
Jimmy Chimpus.
Little monkey under there.
No, definitely not. Okay, let's play Ryan Adams.
Did he
We'll
survive?
see-
Let me
Yeah.
just a couple of questions. Did he survive?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was allowed to keep all the awards that he won.
Sure.
But he wasn't allowed to take part in any other races.
Yeah, didn't happen. This is Ryan Adams. We'll see you next week. Yeah, let's do monkey news.
All right.
Play the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right. There's this monkey, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think his name was number 6 or number 7 or something, right? In this lab, right? And anyway, it's in there with like the rabbits and little mice and stuff like that. And
The rabbit smoking.
the nurse, right? The nurse, not the nurse, the woman who works in the lab. What would you call her? Is that a nurse?
Depends. What depends what her job was. If she was a lab assistant, you call her a lab assistant.
All right.
I mean, they probably call her by a name.
All right, lab assistant, right?
Kirsty.
So
I
she's
think it's probably Kirsty.
Right,
Kirsty Morris.
well, she's in there, right?
Yeah.
And she don't work with many people and that. She's mainly on her own with, just putting lipstick on rabbits and stuff like that, right?
Chimp fancies her.
So,
Chimp fancy her. He's putting on lipstick. Chimp fancies her 'cause she's got hairy legs.
He gets pally, right, with this woman.
Yeah.
Because, it gets to a point when she sees him every day. She
The way he sort of tries to string out like it's a narrative love story. Did the chimp put its hand out and grabbed her, and then you thinking that he made a move on her?
So
Right, come on,
he's
let him
allowed
tell the
out. He's
story.
allowed out.
Oh,
the
it's not a
cage.
story, is it?
He's allowed out the cage and what have you every day. So he's wandering about, and as time goes on, he's watching what she's doing more and more. Right. So he notices like the code on the door, right?
Right.
Whatever 247 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes, right, I've clocked that. I've got
Yeah.
that. I'll remember that. Right. And then he goes, right, there's a lot of
Definitely not.
lipstick and that knocking about, a lot of makeup.
Right, okay. No, there's no way.
Finish.
No, because
So-
Steve, you know what's going to happen.
Let him finish.
I know what's going to happen.
So he's there.
It's ridiculous.
And he's going, well, if it's there, you know what I mean? So while she's messing about with the rabbit, he gets there, he's in front of the mirror, putting a little bit of lippy on. and that, right?
You are no! I can't.
little
It's
bit-
gone too far.
little bit of,
microphone.
No, it's gone too far, Steve.
Right,
Your mic's off, Rick. He's finishing
Right,
the story.
so-
Turn mine off as well.
It's gone too far.
Turn him off. Just let him finish.
Right, so the thing is, right, it's this monkey wandering about. It's got lipstick, it's got mascara on, it's looking pretty
I
good.
didn't mention the mascara.
It's looking alright, right? So it knows the code on the door, 247, right? So when she's sort of messing about with the rabbit, right, he goes, right, here's my chance. He's looking good, 247, out the door, through the reception man's there, he's like, alright, Kirsty, right?
Don't talk shit! You know what it is now, don't you? Oh, chimpanzee that
Monkey news.
Right. Now, whilst I was in Cornwall, I wasn't online. Right? I didn't have the internet, so it was like, oh, what am I going to do? And I didn't come back till yesterday. And I thought there's loads going on that I don't know about in the monkey world and stuff. I was hoping to get some from the zoo that I was meant to be going to. Of course, that didn't happen. So I said to my dad, do you know anything about monkeys? Have you got any stories with monkeys?
Brilliant. This is what Trevor McDonald does.
Turned out,
It was 9:45, he goes, oh, got nothing. Dad, anything happened? You got anything politics? Anything politics, Dad?
this isn't monkey news, I'm just giving you this free.
Yeah, brilliant.
Turned out one of his mates used to have a chimp.
Right.
What do you mean one of his mates used to have a chimp?
Well, two of his mates. Mind you,
Oh,
one
sorry,
wasn't his
yeah,
mate, one wasn't his mate.
I was thinking it sounds a bit far-fetched living in Manchester, like. But if there was two of them...
He had a chimp. Had to thump it in the head.